coming out, and if y'all will give me your attention, we'll go ahead and get started with the meeting. We do not have a sponsor today, so this is an informational meeting, so we've got a lot going on, and John's going to give us kind of an update on where we are with everything, and know it'll answer a lot of questions people have. So we're going to open, if Brother William Pope, we're glad to have him here today. He's going to open us in prayer, and then Nathan will lead us in the pledge right after that. So, Brother William.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for the opportunity to come out with fellow members of the community this afternoon and just learn about what's going on. And we thank you for the many blessings that you've given us in this nation, in this community. We thank you, Lord, for this food. Pray you bless it in our bodies. We pray you give us wisdom, the resources you've given us to honor you and to help others. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. If y'all stand, we'll say the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, again, just want to thank everybody for being here, and just want to again reiterate this will be an information meeting. So I know we've had a lot of questions about what's going on, and there is a lot going on right now. So John's going to give us an update, and then Lisa will follow up with our chamber report and can kind of tell everybody where we are on everything. And there's a lot going on, a lot of ribbon cutting, so they can bring everybody up to speed on that. And remind everybody, this is our April meeting. We do not have a May meeting, so our next meeting after this will be June 24th, so just want to remind everybody about that. And so with that, I'm going to turn it on over to John.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. Mondays are always hectic. We were discussing that earlier, but Monday's always a good day as any day, though, right? Donnie alluded to it. We do have a lot going on. Lisa deals with these ribbon cuttings more than I do, but I can tell you from my previous experience, I've been in this business for about 15 years now, I have never seen so many ribbon cuttings back to back to back to back. We have a lot going on here, and there's a lot of good momentum out there, and that's always a good thing. On the EDA side, I'm working on 4 active industrial projects right now with a combined potential of about 900 jobs and hundreds of millions of dollars in capital investment, well, about 175 million. That's phenomenal. A lot of people have probably heard rumors out there about some things going on, and I'm not going to address any of those. And I can neither confirm nor deny anything, as they say. But I will tell you, it's getting busy. You started out with one that's been working on for a while, and then all of a sudden, the past couple of weeks, things have started really getting busy out there. But we've got to remember our neighbors to the north and to the east here. There have been some layoffs in the area, and so there are some other workers out there that are some residents of Coffee County as well that worked in some of those facilities. So we want to be able to try to help those guys out, and just keep them in your thoughts. I know Stanley Lott said he's been having some job fairs and things, and that's phenomenal. We need to support those guys that are unemployed, and we got plenty of good jobs in this community, and we need to try to get as many of those people in here until they can get jobs back in their own communities or whatever we can to help both our industries and their families. So just keep those people in mind, and if you need any help trying to connect the two, let me know, and I'll get with Stanley. We'll see what we can do about that. Our staff has had a great opportunity last week. We attended a retail academy in Birmingham, Alabama. So we have 4 of us went over there and spent a day in retail training. We've got a package. The Community Foundation here was very gracious in funding a grant proposal that we submitted to them to get a retail recruitment package. And to be honest with you, it wasn't just to chase down anything and everything. We're looking at a grocery store here. I've heard loud and clear since I've been here that we need a grocery store. It is a quality of life issue for the community. It's a quality of life issue when I'm trying to attract new industries to the area. So that's really what we're focused on, and I'm loaded with an arsenal of information now, probably a lot more information than I'll ever be able to parse out and put everything together. But that's what these experts did that put it together for me. They packaged it into a 2-pager, so to speak, so that I can take that information out to the guys that I meet with and that I contact and give them that information. But I've got a flash drive full of information, every demographic, twisted every way that you could possibly imagine. So if anybody needs any new recent information on Douglas or Coffee County, let me know. I guarantee you I have it somewhere. I might have to dig for it, but I've got one Excel file's got about 50 or 60 spreadsheets on it with just demographics and earnings and leakage and surplus demand and stuff like that in it. So let me know if anybody needs anything. But we are going to be working, trying to attract some more businesses, hopefully some mom and pop type shops to the downtown area. There's some areas down there. It's growing like crazy. I know just in the past year since I've been here, next month will be a year. So this is my 11th month, and tip-top shops and a lot of new businesses have come online since I've been here in this past year. The Creamery was a shell when I got here last year. I'd ride by and you could see daylight through the front door, and now look at it. I mean, it's phenomenal what's going on here. So there's a lot of momentum, a lot of good things going on with that. We got to capitalize on that momentum, keep those things going. We have been working with the Coffee County school system, kind of as a liaison between the industries and the employers in the area. The school system is going, as part of their 5-year strategic plan, they're going to the academies approach out at the high school, which means they'll have 4 focus areas, and all kids will have to find a career path essentially that falls into one of those 4 focus areas. Then they'll attend that academy on one of the wings at the school out there. And they're pretty broad, and then it's narrowed down depending on what the kids want to do. But we need to get the industries involved in that, any of the employers in the community that are scrambling to try to find good qualified workers. We need to look first to our own. We need to look down the road at the high school, kids that are graduating, people that are in the community first, and then we can start attracting more people into the community. And having said that, leads me into my next point. We're working on some marketing techniques right now. We want to grow the community, we want to grow it responsibly, but we do have a lot of employers that desperately need workers. I was talking with somebody this morning about some of the new restaurants here, and everybody's scrambling now to try to find workers. They're trying to find kitchen help and cooks, and I know I've seen ads for butchers and things like that with some of the new meat markets that are coming online. Everybody's hiring right now, and everybody that wants to work's already got a job, so that creates a dilemma. It's not just a Douglas Coffee County thing, it's a nationwide thing. Unemployment's really low, job growth is really high. What are you going to do? You've got to find those people somewhere. There will be winners and losers sometimes in those scenarios. Hopefully we'll be a winner. We're a regional job hub here, and we got a great quality of life, and we want to get out and start marketing that quality of life so that it will help us be a winner. We need to recruit not only workers but residents. We want good, productive residents here that come here for good jobs, and so we got to start marketing for that. That'll help us get our housing market going. That'll help us attract those grocery stores and things like that even better. So it's all cyclical. We're also working on some things to bring some vibrancy back to town, to the downtown area. Raise your hand if you were able to get out to the Taste of Douglas event a couple of weeks ago. Good. Any feedback on that? Everybody enjoyed that event? Good, great. That's the kind of things we want to start doing. We want to get people used to coming back downtown for events, for their entertainment. We want it to be a destination that people think of first. Hey, we're going to Douglas. Well, what's going on tonight? We don't know, but we'll find out when we get down there. You know, there needs to be something continuously going on here. That'll encourage our restaurants to stay open later into the evenings. As summer comes around, it doesn't get dark till about 9 o'clock. We're going to need those restaurants open, but we need people on the streets to encourage the restaurants to stay open. That's called vibrancy, when you have people out walking the streets and people going into restaurants and shops and everything's open and lit up at night. That's what you want. That's what you want to see. That adds a whole new set of hours of earning potential to all of those merchants downtown. But we've we're going to capitalize on tourism and attracting new residents. And if anybody's got any ideas or anything else we need to be doing as we start planning to approach that, I think, is Dave here? Did Dave? Yeah, I know he's still here because he rode with me. Oh, there he is, yeah. He rode with me, so I know he didn't escape. Dave's got a good plan now. He's working on the Main Street program. If you haven't met Dave Hughes, I encourage you to introduce yourself to him. And he's working on the Main Street program, which is the downtown core historic district area. And we're trying to put good, viable businesses in all of those buildings that are down there and help the ones that are there and capitalize on tax credits, those sorts of things to keep them there and keep them busy. And it's cyclical. It's going to feed upon itself. We get the tourists in here, we get new residents in here, we have events down here. Everybody starts feeding off the whole downtown vibe that's going on. But again, if you got any comments or feedbacks on any of that, please let me know. We always welcome fresh ideas, and we're looking at alternative ways to do things. I always say that if we try to do it just like everybody else is doing it, we're going to get the same results everybody else is getting. So let's think outside the box a little bit, do things a little different, and hopefully we'll have a better result. If we don't, then we try something else. But that's the approach that we're taking. And if anybody's got any questions about any businesses or anything, I was asked about the new commercial development. Chamber Development Authority really doesn't have anything to do with that. That is public information now. That will more or less be decided in November at a public referendum on a tax allocation district or TIF, tax increment financing area. We call it a TAD. TAD is more or less the physical area that has to be set up. That's done through the state legislature approves local legislation. Then the referendum's held, then the city can do what they want with it. They have to approve of the area to be within the geographic area that will be within the tax allocation district. And then they can negotiate with developers and retailers and the like. But that's a little beyond the scope of what the chamber's doing. We don't really have anything to do with that. We don't have inside information above and beyond what we already know, what's already public on that. So that's number one question we hear all the time is when is it coming, what's going. Now that it's public information, we haven't heard nearly as much about it. But if you have any questions regarding that, about how a TIF or a TAB works, just let me know. Be happy to try to explain it. But other than that, I guess I'll turn it over to Lisa to give you an update on all those ribbon cuttings and everything that's going on. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. As you all can tell, we are very, very fortunate to have John Henry at the helm of EDA and Chamber in Douglas and Coffee County. He's very knowledgeable, has a law degree, has a multitude of experiences that have already been quite valuable to us in Douglas and Coffee County. The quality of life services that we will be able to provide in Douglas, we'll be able to thank him for. So we appreciate John Henry and his family moving to Douglas. All right, where is my little clicker? All right, Jennifer, here it is right here. All right. So our first opportunity for a new member, I will be introducing new members at this time. Liquidation Market and Garden Center. It's located right across the street from Lot Builder Supply. Zach Vaughn and his family, and he has one other person in business with him, but they have a beautiful facility down there with the garden center being added to the liquidation market. They carry all kinds of goods inside the liquidation market, but with it being spring, it sure is pretty to ride by and see all of the flowers out. So y'all stop by and visit with him and pick up some goodies. The next new member we have this month is Love Cleaning and Care. It's a home health care program service. The owner is Margaret Williams, and she provides personal care and companionship, everything from bathing, taking care of the elderly, to meal prep, light cleaning, running errands, very beneficial services for us here. So as the population continues to increase of the elderly, that is certainly a service that we will be able to take advantage of. Next member is Lamar's Heating and Cooling. He is a Rudd dealer, if I'm saying that correctly, and he also services many, many other products that, all kinds of AC and heating products. The next business that we're excited to have in Douglas is Douglas Quality Meats. And Thomas Nipper is the owner, and I think I saw Thomas. Where is he sitting? Thomas, if you'll stand for us and let everybody see, and thank you for becoming a chamber member. Let's give him a hand. Thank you so much, Thomas. Is David with you? And he's back at the store running things, right? David Ammons is the manager, and John was able to go by on Friday and said he had a great grilling experience this weekend with awesome meats from Douglas Quality Meats. He has renovated the building next to Benton Seafood, so you can stop and get steak, run next door and get some seafood to go with it. But he has poultry, pork, beef, you name it, he carries it. He also has grocery products inside. He has all kinds of seasonings that are available, but it's renovated and looks beautiful, kind of Chip and Joanna style. Also, one of the services that he is providing is you do not have to go inside. You can call ahead, order what you want. They'll bring it out to the car to you when you arrive. So thank you very much, Thomas. That's a great service to provide. So we appreciate your investment. Next member is the UPS store. How many of you know John O'Brien? How many of you were taught by John O'Brien? Most of us. But John O'Brien is the owner of the UPS store over in, right across from the Board of Education, actually, near Ruby Tuesdays, near Kmart Shopping Center, right inside there. So we appreciate John O'Brien. Is he here today? I didn't see him come in. But stop by and tell Mr. O'Brien, I still call him Mr. O'Brien, even though I'm probably as old as he is by now. But thank him for joining the chamber. Next we have Johnson Funeral and Cremation Services. Did Chris come in? Chris Johnson, not able to be here today. Chris is the owner of Johnson Funeral Services. I've gone out and visited with him. He has done a fabulous job renovating the facility out on 441 South. It is the old Wong's Palace, and he has completely redone the inside. You'll have to stop by and visit with him and thank him also for joining the Chamber of Commerce. Next we have Ward Monument Company. Doug Ward is the owner of this company. He has a new building right down on North Madison Street, Madison Avenue, right down from Holt's Bakery, not 3 blocks from Holt's. Doug provides all kinds of monument services, customize those, cremation memorials and urns, pet memorials for those of us who love our pets as much as we do our family. If we ever need that service, he certainly provides that. He also provides monument restoration, which I did not realize. So that was something new I learned from Doug. But he wishes he could be here today, but sends his regards, and you all give him a call or stop by and thank him also for joining the Chamber of Commerce, supporting the community. The next is Woody Folsom. I know that you all have been seeing the transition at Woody Folsom, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. He is now here in Douglas providing services at the old facility there. Is Mr. Woody here or any of the staff from Woody Folsom? Stop by or give them a call as well and thank them for joining the chamber here in Douglas. Next is just an overview quickly of what's happening coming up in Coffee County. First of all, just a reminder about the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. worked very, very hard to respond to the needs of small business owners. They have created what is called the Georgia Smart Program or Smart Plan, the Georgia Chamber Smart Plan. And that is a health option, affordable health option for small businesses with 2 to 50 employees. Our local provider of that particular insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, is Carter Thompson. And there are other providers throughout the state. They are the ones that are here local and that are chamber members. So they also, through the Georgia Chamber Smart Plan, provide dental, vision, life, and disability. And the one thing that is a requirement is that you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce. So it's a group plan, affordable options in response to the tremendous need for that. Our Georgia Chamber is very proactive. They have been Georgia Chamber of the Year for 2 consecutive years. So we are very happy to have Chris Clark at the helm of our Georgia Chamber doing wonderful things throughout the state. This is a reminder about an event tomorrow night at South Georgia State College. I encourage you, if you love plays, love to see young people using their talents. I saw just a snippet of this at a recent Rotary meeting. It's a great play that's being produced there at South Georgia State College. It's tomorrow night at 7 at Peterson Hall. On Wednesday of this week, we have a ribbon cutting and luncheon at Elixir Anodizing with Mr. Donnie Bradshaw, our awesome chamber chairman. So that is out on Rolling Way. We appreciate the investment that Elixir and the Psalms have made here in Coffee County. They have certainly impacted a lot of families and certainly our community. So ribbon cutting and actually a grand opening, open house, and everybody's invited to lunch. He said to be sure to let you know that. Celebration and lunch at 11. And then on Thursday, Ms. Clayton will elaborate on this, I'm sure. We have a happy retirement celebration for greatly deserving educators. I encourage you all to go and thank our teachers for the years that they've put in with the school system, teaching the young people in our community. That's Thursday from 4 to 5:30 in the Atrium Event Center. Then on Friday, we have Downtown Douglas, First Friday event taking place from 5 to 8. It's, of course, free to everyone. Awesome entertainment, live music, out on the sidewalks, lots of sales, shopping, eating, you name it. So be sure to take advantage of that. Support local community, our downtown merchants. Also next week is National Small Business Week, and in addition to that is National Travel and Tourism Week. And I'm going to ask Miss Surrency, that used to be referred to as Miss Chilton, to come up and share a little bit about what's happening with travel and tourism. She is not a new face to the chamber, just a new name. Miss Surrency joined the Gary and Renee Surrency family 2 weeks ago. And I'd hoped to put a picture up there, but I could not get connected to the internet after I got here. So, Miss Surrency, come on down.
Hi, everybody. So I just wanted to kind of give a little update on what I've been doing and kind of what's to come in tourism. So next week is also National Tourism and Travel Week. It's May 5th to May 11th. It's basically an opportunity for everyone who works in tourism in the state of Georgia to kind of get together and kind of celebrate some of the achievements we've made so far. I didn't know this, but I looked this up right before I came out here. Travel and tourism provides America with 15.7 million jobs, which I didn't realize it was that intense, but it really does take everybody in the community and the state working together to make tourism the #2 industry in the state. So I plan on working with a program to get that in our visitor center. It should hopefully bring more visitors in and should maybe lengthen their stay here, put more heads in beds, and hopefully have them as new residents here in Douglas. And then Friday, I am participating in a Georgia on My Mind Day in St. Mary's. I'll be representing Douglas at a visitor center on a major highway. It's basically an opportunity for communities that aren't located on a major interstate to get some of that traffic for the day on a major road coming in and out of the state. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more people into Douglas. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And I got married, so still trying to get used to that other name. But yeah, thank you.
So Jennifer has been very, very busy. As you can see, she has done an excellent job, and anytime you walk in the door at the Chamber of Commerce, you're greeted by her beautiful smile. And I did not tell y'all who she married because I call him Little Gary, and she doesn't like that, but that's who she's married to, Little Gary. When I saw him for the first time, I think I taught him in Sunday school when he was just a little thing, but that's what we all referred to him as, is Little Gary. And of course, when I saw him for the first time after many, many years, I said, Little Gary, and yeah, not so little anymore. All right, thank you, Jennifer, you did a great job. Okay, we have another ribbon cutting coming up on May 9th, Ward Monument Company. That will be a ribbon cutting celebration and luncheon catered by Flying Cowboy. So we're looking forward to that on Thursday at 11:30, May 9th. The following day, we have a ribbon cutting and celebration and luncheon. We're going to eat well at Johnson Funeral Home. So May 10th, on Friday at 11 o'clock, we'll have a ribbon cutting and luncheon. Hope you all can attend that. And then on Friday, the 17th, we have a ribbon cutting celebration and luncheon at Douglas Quality Meats. How many is looking forward to that one also? Yeah, for sure. And we're excited to have all of these new businesses moving in and opening up in Douglas and Coffee County. As a reminder, the City of Douglas, Douglas Police Department, and Unison Behavioral Health is sponsoring a community mental health fair on May 18th. I did put that on your agenda as a reminder for that. It's just to keep people informed about the health services, mental health services that are available in the community. We still have some seats available on the Switzerland, Austria, and Bavaria trip that will take place in the fall of this year, October 31st through November 9th. Hope you can join that group of folks heading overseas to visit the beautiful country. If you have any questions on that, just give us a call. And then I want to give a plug for an upcoming Leadership Academy that Wiregrass is sponsoring. We are so fortunate to have Wiregrass in Coffee County and the many, many services that they provide. This Leadership Academy is on the back side of your agenda. I've included 4 pages from what they've shared with us. It's for any business who needs assistance, any training for directors, managers, supervisors, leaders, and potential leaders, future leaders that you may want to tap. But the training covers everything from supervision, managing teams, dynamic decision-making, resolving conflict, time management, leading through change, and motivating employees to do their best. So that will run from July through December. And hope that you will take advantage of that awesome opportunity to participate in awesome training for your employees. The next thing that's coming up, big event that's coming up, just to give you a heads up for the fall of this year, September 6th and 7th, we will be hosting the Gopher Tortoise Festival in downtown Douglas. It's going to be a big event, Friday night 4 to 10, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. We'll have a headline country music artist come in. Don't have a name to share with you yet, but that will be shared soon. We hope to do a battle of the bands of our local talent. Talk with Lee Mobley on Friday. We hope to do some chalk art demonstrations that if y'all know Lee, how talented he is, but having some local artists involved. We'll have arts and crafts show. Dave Hughes, you want to tell us again the parameters for downtown, the streets that will include? You said Bryan.
Yeah, it's going to be a downtown festival, and we'll be seeking road closures from Bryan Street at Peterson to Columbia, and Columbia runs in front of the police department, and we're trying to do a road closure for Columbia from Bryan Street down to Ashland. And we have a main stage set up somewhere around Sunshine Park Lot for the main event on Saturday night.
So Dave and I have been working along with the staff in trying to learn how to do events, first of all, and then bring some things to Douglas that we've not had before. And I look forward to continuing to do that and hopefully, again, have a higher quality of life, things to look forward to, and also bring additional business into our business owners in downtown Douglas. All right, it's time for our community report, so you all just line up and head this way.
Medical Center. We're excited about a couple programs we have going on at the hospital coming up. The first of which is our first diabetes self-management class. That starts on June the 7th. It's for individuals with type 1, type 2, or gestational diabetes. It'll be every first Tuesday and Thursday of every month. So it spans over the course of the year. It's 12 months, and it's 10 hours comprised of the course over those 12 months. It's taught by a registered nurse, a dietitian, and a pharmacist. They'll go over things like your treatment options, healthy eating, physical activity, and then your ongoing monitoring of your A1C levels.
Y'all have Holt there? Yeah, Holt still functioning.
Holtz will not be sponsoring the event. But the program is covered by most health insurances. If you're interested, there's two ways to kind of register for it. You can self-register by contacting Peggy Kirkland at the hospital. She's our pharmacist. She's the one heading up the program. Or you can ask your primary care physician for a referral, and they should know about the program by now. The second one is something we're really excited about. You guys may have heard about our PCI program at the hospital, and kind of the way we've impacted our community by offering that service line. The PCI, just to share a few numbers with you guys, it's been open and we've had it running for April the 23rd was the 100th day. And during those 100 days, we've performed 91 PCI procedures and 19 STEMIs. So a STEMI is what we consider an active heart attack. So a patient's coming into the emergency room either by self-transportation or by ambulance and having an active heart attack. And so we're able to treat those individuals at Coffee Regional in our cardiac cath unit, place a stent, and then send them upstairs for recovery. A PCI is if you go in and you have, I hear you, Misha, right there. A PCI is when you go in, you have an elected heart cath, and it's developed that you need a stent placed, a cardiac stent. So we have an interventional cardiologist on staff that would be able to do those things. And just kind of annualize, those numbers are around 300 PCIs and 67 STEMIs. So that's kind of life-changing, a life-changing service that we provide at Coffee Regional. And we want to thank you guys. We want to thank the business owners. We want to thank the chamber for helping support that and helping us develop that service line as we go forward. So, thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Kim Clayton with Coffee County Schools, and Dr. Lee sends his regrets. He did have a meeting out of town today. First, I would like to brag a little bit on our star student, Andrew Steptoe. He's not only our star student, but he's also valedictorian of the class of 2019. And the star student always picks a star teacher. And this year it's very special because he selected his mother, Denise Steptoe. Denise is completing 38 years teaching, and she's going to hang on, she said, since he's going off to college, and it is an Ivy League school, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one, but he's a very bright young man. So Denise is certainly honored that he selected her. This week, we started testing, or last week we started testing in elementary school, continuing this week, and today we started at the middle school. So those of you who have students in school, take extra care that they get to bed early and have breakfast so they're prepared for their testing. The high school will start AP exams May 6th and end of course test April 30th through May 10th. Along with Small Business Week and Tourism Week, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. You just put them all together. And if you have a marquee and you would like to put a special message, we love to see if you can read this, thank a teacher. That means an awful lot to our 600-plus teachers to see that on the marquee. Lisa already mentioned the retirees reception. I do hope you can come out. It's very informal from 4 to 5, and 5 o'clock we introduce all of the retirees. And it's not just educators. There's bus drivers, school nutrition, parapros, but there are 39. And in saying that, we've hired 28 new teachers so far, and I still need several more, especially math and science. So if you know anyone that would be interested, please send them my way. Our last day of school is Friday, May 24th, and that is an early release day. And of course, graduation is on Saturday, the 25th. Right now, we have approximately 450 graduates and 67 honor graduates. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Walda Kite with South Georgia State College, and we're very excited that commencement is coming up next week, Wednesday, May 8th. The Douglas ceremony will be at 8:30 in the morning, and we'd love for you all to come out and celebrate our student achievement with us. We have a very special speaker. Most everyone in Douglas and Coffee County knows Miss Joanne Lewis, the former EDA president, will be speaking, so I hope you'll come and help. We know she'll have some great motivation for our students, so we're excited about that. We have summer and fall registration going on right now. We have some exciting opportunities this summer for students, some special programs. PASS is a specific one that allows students to have a specific cohort of classes. There's more information on our website about that, sgsc.edu. But please encourage any students who would like to, even if you're coming home from college and want to take a class this summer, you can take anywhere from one class to a full load. So please call admissions or visit our website for more information on that. And this week, our South Georgia State College Foundation Board is going to be coordinating a Bridging the Gap fund drive. And some of you may have received this information in the mail, but I hope you'll consider supporting our students. Honestly, you know, many of our students have financial need, and sometimes as little as $500 can mean the difference in them being able to attend college or having to drop out. As you know, we need more college graduates in our region. We need skilled workforce. So it's a very easy way for everyone to be involved and help really change lives. So you can call me at 260-4274 for more information, or see some of our trustees. But thanks in advance for your consideration and supporting our students.
My name's Stanley Lott, Business Services Recruiter with the Georgia Department of Labor. Since we didn't have a sponsor today, two of my good friends, Sean Knight and Kevin Elrod, said they'd do a duet and sing for us. I told them I don't think that would fly too good. So, guys, y'all just keep it there, okay? But tell you about the unemployment rate for Douglas and Coffee County and the counties that we service. Axon County's at 3.5, Bacon County's at 3.5, and Coffee's at 4.1. And that's March 2019 statistics. Surrounding counties, Lowndes County's 3.7, Ware County's 3.8, and Tiff County's 3.8. So as John mentioned earlier, the unemployment rate is down, and companies need workers, but we got to find them somewhere because a lot of people working right now. Just to let you know, last month we had a film movie production company come in, Craig Miller Productions, and Kent Vinsnick was with him as well too. Jennifer right here with the chamber staff hit a home run. She's a rock star. She kept them here for about 3 days. We toured them around, took them out to the World War II Museum. Don Brooks did an outstanding job out there showing them his hangar, giving them a tour of the museum. And Tom Riley showed them about the P-82 out there as well too. and that was a home run. So hopefully they're coming back to Douglas and Coffee County because it was put on the map. And just to let you know, my oldest son, Tyler Lott, is teaming up with Douglas Parks and Recreation Department, and he's going to be doing an Encounter Your Wild Side Wildlife Camp. That'll be this summer, July 15th through the 18th, from 8 to 12 each day. On that Friday, they're going to take a tour of General Coffee State Park. It's $100 per kid, and you have to sign up on May the 7th from 4 to 6 at the Douglas Coffee County Parks and Recreation Department. So if you got a child that's wanting to learn about snakes and wildlife and turtles and all this, sign them up. He was always, "Daddy, you want to hold this snake?" I'm like, "Son, keep it there." But greatly appreciate everything all of you do for Douglas and Coffee County. We love y'all. Thank you.
Hey, Misha, there we go. All right, with that, we'll do our, what's the first thing we're giving away? Both of them Cerchero's gift cards? Yeah, come on, Walt.
Just one more thing, the Chancellor of the University System of Georgia will be the guest speaker at Douglas Rotary Club this Thursday. I think it is a joint meeting, Steve, and,
Joint meeting with the Exchange Club, but other folks are invited to, you would have to pay at the door, but you certainly invited.
and we would love for you guys, it's a rare occasion to get him to be in the community, be a speaker, so certainly the more support we can have, the better it would be to show how excited we are that he's in Douglas. Thank you.
That's at noon.
Here, yeah.
Thank y'all. Yep, glad we got that in. Appreciate that bit of information.
I do have flyers out there in the foyer if anybody wants to pick something.
Great. So yes, Stanley does have the flowers about the upcoming event his son's doing. So thank you for that. Appreciate John and Lisa updating us on everything we've got going on. I know it seems like I say this a lot, but I'm going to say it one more time because it's worth saying. But I remember when I came on the chamber board, Lisa was actually a chamber board member with me. And I remember when she left the board to go into member recruitment. And I think at that time, I know my number's going to be wrong, but they're pretty close. We had about 525 members, is that right? 400 members. She came on and began recruiting chamber members for us, and we're at over 700 now. When due to some things that happened, we had to, the city came to us and we took on the event planning and we took on the hotel motel tax, and we didn't have John yet. We knew we were looking for John, and so it was me and Misha and Lisa, and that was it. And what they have done, the staff she's put together, I'm always, as John says, I don't think a community our size, I can guarantee you, aren't doing anywhere near the stuff we're doing. So she's put together staff of Misha and Jen and David and Megan. I just think they've done an incredible job, and John is just second to none. I mean, the amount of things we've got going on right now, and especially on the EDA side, most of the stuff we do you can't talk about. Y'all have no idea how much goes into it and the job they do. So where they've come and what they've done in a year is absolutely staggering. So I just appreciate them so much and all they do, and John for all his extremely hard work, and again, a lot of it is we'll never know about all the hard work that goes into it. So thank them for that. So with that, let's, yes. John, I'll let you draw the names.
Got 2 Cercheros and a T-shirt.
Draw us one more, John.
Nathan.
All right, so the first one we got is 618-1310. 1310. All right. All right, and then we got one came in right behind her, 1312. All right, there we go. Congratulations. All right, and then don't forget, don't have a May meeting. June 24th will be our next meeting, Power Lunch, and thank everybody for coming out. With that, we'll call us adjourned. Oh, can we get our new members that are here?